she's over here looking at her like, I've got her right where I want her. I've got the smoking gun in my back pocket here, and I'm about to use it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull the trigger on exactly what I'm going to do if Megumi doesn't give me exactly what I want right now. Hi everyone, it's Kechi, aka OBiGem. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, also the notification bell to be notified of all future videos. And if you like what you see, please do hit the like button so I know to keep making content like this. So we're back with another episode of Growing Up Genki, and we are here in the little subway station, train station, bullet train station, or whatever I've been calling it this entire time, in Windenburg. Hana, after her mountain excursion trip, she went home, dropped off some of her stuff, and then she hopped on a train back to Windenburg because she had to turn in her school uniform because she is aging up today and she's going to be done with her school life. So, as you can see, she looks pretty calm and collected here, but she's just been, this whole time she's been, on the train and at school and whatnot, sending back her school uniform. She's been thinking about her situation. She's like, it sucks that, I finally did the whole mountain excursion thing and I was able to fulfill a childhood dream, but now I have this impending wedding on my shoulder, but I am Zachary's girlfriend at the same time. I don't know what to do with any of that. So she's planning on stopping back over at Zarya's house. She got to the train station. She's like, I don't know that I'm ready to go back to Mount Kumrebi just yet. She's gonna head up and get some coffee, think a little bit more, and then probably head over to Zarya's because she wants to talk to Zarya about everything. Zarya did kind of open the door for her and say, hey, if you ever have anything you want to talk about, I'm always here for you to listen. And Zarya's always been such a good fountain of wisdom for her that she's been able to tap into whenever she needs advice. So she's like, what, I need advice now, so maybe I should, after I have my coffee, because she does like Windenburg's coffee, she's like, I don't know, next time I'm gonna get a cup of Windenburg coffee, so why don't I just stop by and get some Windenburg coffee, and then I'll go ahead and head over to Zarya's and talk to her about my whole situation. And when I say her whole situation, I do really mean her whole situation. She's really at the point now where she's like, I think I'm gonna come clean to Zarya and tell her what's really going on. Like, I think she suspects, but I'm gonna see what her perspective is on this, because I know it's pretty crazy. So let's have her go get her coffee. After that big reveal at the train station, Megumi acted quick and she's like, Hana, we're going home. She sent Kato back home to his family. She's like, look, this meeting, we're gonna have to cut this short. I need to go home with my daughter and get some things settled. Kato, I will, call you later. And Hana, I mean, it's pretty obvious what she walked in on. Megumi's clearly been having an affair with Kato in secret, and she happened upon it. So Megumi decided to have them sit out here on the back porch, and it's been a minute since we've been at the Ito household. The last time we were at the Ito house, I mentioned that they were going to be spending some time away from the house because Megumi wanted to do some renovations, i.e. I was sick and tired of the original lot being such a pain to maneuver through. So this is actually the renovation. So I honestly cannot remember who I got this from, but this house is beautiful, and I'm so glad that I replaced the lot that was here with this, because it just seems way more like extravagant for what the Itos, being all famous and rich, would have. And so this is the place. It's so pretty. It makes this lot feel like it's a completely different place, but this is the same lot, you guys. It's just the details. I will look to find out who this lot is by, because this is just gorgeous. Just look at this bridgeway. Look at the detail work that was done here. It's so pretty. But enough gushing about the house. We've got to get down to business because Megumi is over here trying to like set Hana straight. I don't know what you think you saw at that train station, Hana, but I'm just wanting to make sure that you understand that what you saw is not actually what you think that was. Kato is an old friend of mine, and we were just, catching up, as old friends. That's all that was. And Hana's looking at Megumi like, okay, but you guys seemed awfully cozy, and I did see Mr. Akiyama snuggle up with you, so that doesn't really look like two old friends catching up. I mean, I'm not trying to assume anything or, read into something or, do anything that would ruin your reputation, mother, but I know what I saw. And Megumi's like, look, again, I don't know what you think you saw, but what you saw is not that's not what was going on at all. Like, I don't need you over here talking to me about what you think you saw, like snuggling and all that stuff. I'm a married woman, and that's not what that is at all. You need to understand your place here, and your place is not in here to start rooting into any type of friendships I have. Do I make myself clear, young lady? So Hana's looking at Megumi, and she's like, I'm pretty sure what I saw is exactly what was going on here. Megumi's having an affair, and for the longest time I've been living in this Ito house trying to figure out what I can use to my advantage to improve my situation. And I think I just stumbled upon something that I can use. So Hana is just ready to go right at her. She's like, Megumi, you need to back off. I know what I saw. You were cheating on Mr. Ito with Mr. Akiyama, and you need to not be angry at me for things that you've done. And at this point, I don't know why you keep on bringing up my place here, but I'm not a stupid girl, Megumi, and I think you know that right now, that I'm not a stupid girl. I've been reading the things in the magazines. There's been rumors for a while that you've been stepping out on Mr. Ito. There's just no concrete proof. But as far as where I'm sitting, I'm concrete proof right now to show the people out there who've been speculating and gossiping about it that you really are cheating on your husband. And I'm thinking that could probably really destroy your reputation. And she's over here looking at her like, I've got her right where I want her. I've got the smoking gun in my back pocket here, and I'm about to use it. Things are looking up for Hana right now, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pull the trigger on exactly what I'm going to do if Megumi doesn't give me exactly what I want right now. Meanwhile, Megumi is looking stressed as all get out. She's like, oh my gosh, I've been so careful up until this point to make sure that me and Kato's relationship is on the down low and that nobody has any type of proof to say otherwise. Now I slipped up and this girl saw us together, and I really need to think straight right now what my next moves are going to be, because I'm not going to let this little girl destroy my life. So Hana says, Mother, here's how I see things going right now. I think that you need to relinquish me from this engagement with Kiyoshi this instant. You release me from the engagement, and as you can see, like, Megumi's already, like, angry right now. She's like, what do you mean relinquish from this engagement? That's not happening right now. Things are in motion. And Hana's like, well, if you don't relinquish me from the engagement this instant, I'll go straight to the tabloids and tell them everything I know about you and Mr. Akiyama. And I think you don't really want that because it's going to destroy your life. So either you let me out of this engagement, I get to go back to my family and live my life the way I want to, or your secret gets out. You choose, which one do you want to do? Inwardly, Megumi's thinking, wow, this girl is craftier than I ever would have thought, but honestly, this is exactly the type of thing I knew would have happened with this little girl. I knew that she might start to threaten things within our status quo here, and that's part of the reason why I was against Naoki bringing her into the fold as Kiyoshi's fiance. But here we are, and luckily for everybody, I always think several steps ahead. So Megumi's like, you know what, Hana, well done. Well done. You really did find a point of weakness to exploit now, didn't you? Well, here's the deal. I've never liked you, ever. Like, I honestly think that Kiyoshi could do way better than you. But the real point to contend here is the fact that there are already things in motion. There's already been word put out to the press that you are Kiyoshi's fiance. There's already been things laid down as a groundwork that you being the future Mrs. Ito of our heir. So here's the thing. No one's gonna believe you. You're a nobody. You belong to a nobody family with no money and no influence and no power. So you could go to the tabloids and tell them about me and my little affair, but no one's going to buy it because nobody knows who you are and you're nobody. And I could ruin you. I could ruin you. I could go back and I could ruin your parents. Or did you forget that? Did you forget me saying that I could ruin you and your family and destroy you? There will be no place for you and your family to go to if I destroy your lives here at Mount Komorebi. And last time I checked, your dad has been struggling to make ends meet and work his way up in his career. So if you destroy this situation right here by trying to go to the tabloids and tell them that I'm having an affair on my husband with, by the way, last time I checked, I didn't see you snap any photos of us together, so no proof that we were together anyway. I could go back with my influence and my power and my celebrity and tell them that you're nobody and that you tried to weasel your way into our family and this is just part of your psychoses, and then it destroy your reputation. It would destroy your father's reputation, as I would go in and tell him about his money problems, embarrass him in the press, and it would destroy your mother because seeing her husband destroyed and her daughter destroyed in the press, your mother strikes me as the type of family-oriented type of person who puts her own life into her family. That's all she has to hold on to. So is that what you want? You want to see your family destroyed? Because I can do that. I can destroy your family. So just like that, Hana's realizing, I guess I don't have the upper hand. Like, I never thought that Megumi would have such a foolproof strategy to undo me if I tried to come at her with what I have on her. But she's right, I don't have any pictures of her and Mr. Akiyama together to corroborate my story to the press, and I don't have any celebrity power or influence in the press either. No one's going to believe me, and I can't have her come after my family like this. My dad's worked so hard to get to where he is in his career, and it really would destroy my mother if she destroyed my father. I don't care what happens to me, but honestly, if she destroyed my reputation, I know my mother would just be crushed. Like, I guess I really don't have an upper hand here. Like, what am I going to do now? So Hana's like, I just don't understand. Like, why do you want me and your family so bad? You hate me, right? And she's like, look, Hana, it's beyond what I feel about you right now. Groundwork has already been laid as far as you being part of this family. Like I said already, it's beyond me. It's above me now. You are going to be part of this family whether you want to or not. And if you are going to try and to weasel your way out of this, or to try to do something against our family, like I said, I have plenty of power and influence to destroy you and your family. So what's it going to be? Do you want me to destroy your family or not? And I was like, of course I don't. I don't want you to touch my family. Leave my parents alone. I just, like, I can't deal with this at all. Like, just leave me alone. Go away. I can't. So Hana is pretty enraged right now. She has no idea what to do. She knows she just doesn't want to be here. So she's about to go up to her room and pack an overnight bag and head back to Windenburg, because as you guys remember, she never had a chance to actually go over to Zaria's and talk with her about the things in her mind. But now she's like, I can't be here right now. And Megumi's all like, do whatever you need to do, but know that the wedding's already been planned. It's set for Friday, and I expect you to be there. And if you don't show up for the wedding, I'm gonna go ahead with my plan to destroy your family in the press. So you let me know what you want to do, but that's where I am with things. So, you know, the ball's in your court, Hana. Do you want your family destroyed or not? It's all up to you whether or not that happens. So Hana has so much on her mind. She's about to leave. She's about to go see Zarya and just cool off because, as you can see from down here, girl is enraged. So we're gonna go. So Hana made it over to Zarya's place with her overnight bag because she plans on spending a night here for, she doesn't even know when. She's like, I don't even know if I really want to go back to the Ito house tomorrow. Maybe I'll go back to my mom and dad's, but at this point, like, I have no idea what to do. So Zarya suggested they step out here and play chess to help Hana cool off because Hana showed up completely so enraged and out of sorts that Zarya couldn't even get like a straight word out of her. She's like, you need to calm down, like, what is going on? So now that she's a little bit more calm, she is able to talk with her a little bit more. So Zarya's like, Hana, what's going on? Like, why are you so angry? Why'd you show up so mad? And Hana's like, Zarya, there's some things that I haven't really been telling you about. And Zarya's like, I mean, I kind of figured from when you slept over last time that there was something going on. I mean, need I remind you that you were wearing had a pretty big rock in your stuff that I saw, and I can see right now you're wearing that ring again. That's not really costume jewelry, is it? And Hana's like, well, I mean, I wasn't wanting to get into it the last time I was here, but no, it's not a costume jewelry at all. It's real. It's an engagement ring. And Zarya's like, Hana, what's going on? Like, you're engaged? And Hana's like, yeah, Zarya, I'm engaged. I'm in a really horrible situation where my parents thought it would be a really nice, funny, and cool idea instead of a horrible joke for me to be engaged to Kiyoshi Ito. And Zarya's all like, the Kiyoshi Ito? You mean that sports star? The son of Megumi and Naoki Ito from Malcolm Rebi? And she's like, yep, it's clear you've been up on all your magazines. And Zarya's like, Hana, focus. I'm not the one you're mad at, remember? And she's like, yes, I know. I'm just really frustrated. And she's like, so like, what's going on? Because, like, I know that you are having pretty strong feelings for Zachary in that whole situation. She's like, I do. I like Zachary a lot. I was stupid and got caught up in the moment during the Mountain Excursion. He even agreed to be his girlfriend. But at this point, that doesn't make any sense because I'm engaged to somebody else. And she's like, well, why don't you just try and get out of it? Call off the engagement. And she's like, Zarya, I've tried that. Like, you're several steps behind on this one. And Zarya's like, remember, Hana, again, I'm not the one that you're mad at. And she's like, okay, right, you're not. But I tried. I came and I found Miss Megumi cheating on her husband with, you know, Kato Akiyama. And Zarya's like, wow, so the rumors are true about them? She's like, yeah, but a whole lot of good that is that I know that they're true because I have no proof that they're true. None at all. And instead of me being able to use that to get out of this engagement, Miss Megumi said that if I said anything about that, she'd go to the press and destroy my family. So Zarya, as you can see, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in this engagement. I don't love Kiyoshi. I have strong feelings for Zachary, and I can't do anything about any of this. So go ahead. Use your strong wisdom powers and tell me what I should do. You've always had good advice before on what to do, but like I need something now. I need you to help me now. I'm desperate. And Zarya's like, Hana, I'm sorry. Like, I really am. Like, this is kind of way wilder than I ever thought it would be. But the fact of the matter is, I don't have any wisdom for you right now. The situation you're in is tough, and it seems like you're between a rock and a hard place when it comes to this whole Kiyoshi thing. If you leave, it sounds like that Mrs. Ito will destroy your family. And if you stay, it seems like you're just going to be unhappy. And so I don't know what to do, to tell you to do as it stands. And Hana's like, I mean, I figured that this would probably happen, that you wouldn't be able to help me and that I'd just be stuck and miserable, and I feel like I want to cry. I really do. And Hana is just giving her everything to keep it together, but she really does want to cry right now because she's like, there's nothing I can do to fix this. I'm stuck in this situation. Zarya can't tell me what to do to help me because there isn't anything to do. I either have to marry Kiyoshi and be miserable, or I leave him and my family is destroyed. But without even having a plan on what to tell her to make her feel better, Zarya's like, Hana, come here. just give me a hug. And Hana's like, no, like, Zarya, I don't want a hug. I don't want to be calmed down or told there, this will be all better, because I know it's not going to be. Like, my life is ruined. I wasn't going to say that, Hana, I promise you. I honestly don't know what to say or do right now, except to be there for you. Just, you know, when is the wedding? Just, why don't you tell me that? And I was like, I don't know where it's going to be yet, but Miss Megumi said it was going to be on Friday. So Zarya's like, well, then let me come to the wedding. I know it's not going to make it go away, but if you have somebody there that's a new corner, maybe that might help. And I was like, I don't know if that will help, but maybe it will. Maybe having people there that I know love and care about me may help to offset the fact that I'll be marrying somebody I don't love. And Zarya's like, do you want me to invite the other club members, you know, like Sine and Choki and Aya? We can all be there for you. Like, don't worry about it. And I was like, I guess that might help a little bit. Just don't tell Zachary, please. Like, I don't want him to know. I don't want him to see me like that. And Zarya's like, but Hana, I mean, won't he figure it out? I mean, this is not really something you could keep secret from him forever. And Hana's like, I mean, I know, but I'm not ready for him to know yet. I don't want him to know like this. And Zarya's like, okay, but, you know, I won't say anything, alright? So even though Zarya did promise Hana that she wouldn't say anything to Zachary about her engagement and the wedding, she's having doubts in the back of her mind. She's like, I don't know if this is a good move that she's not going to tell Zachary about it. It's not like there's anything. It's not like she can keep this secret forever. The Itos are a big deal family. I mean, we read about them in magazines. I'm pretty sure her wedding to the heir is going to be big news. It's going to show up in all the magazines, the tabloids. It's going to be on TV. He's going to find out. So I don't know what her plan is here. But, you know, I'm going to cautiously stay where we are with this right now because I was able to calm her down some. And, you know, if Sine and Choki and Aya and I come there as moral support, maybe that might help just a bit. But, you know, it remains to be seen how this is going, how the tides are going to turn on this. There is like, Hana, you can stay here for as long as you need to. Everything is going to work itself out some way, okay? And I was like, I appreciate you, Zarya. I know you couldn't give me the answers I needed or the solution I was looking for, but it helped just to talk about this and just have somebody know what I've been going through this whole time. And Zarya's like, of course, I know you've been struggling for a while with this, but things are going to somehow work themselves out. I just don't know how yet, but I'll have you in my thoughts, okay? So we're gonna end things here. Things did not go according to Hana's plans to get out of this thing, and as things stand right now, the wedding is a go and will be happening on a Friday, and it's gonna be up in the air what's going to happen at that wedding. But as it stands right now, Hana has no way out of this unless she is okay with seeing her family destroyed. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Did you guys see this coming? When Hana got that smoking gun about Megumi, did you think that was it, that she was out of it? Or did you suspect that Megumi had another ace up her sleeve to ensure that Hana stayed within her fold? Would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and of course, stay dazzled. I will see you in the next one. Bye!